Welcome to the Nagual Zone. I'm Anaam. Have you noticed that people talk to hear themselves speak? Have you noticed that? Maybe you do that. In fact, I'm betting you do that. And maybe you don't even realize it. That most people talk to hear themselves speak. Either they'll talk to you, you'll get the impression they're engaging with you. Not really. They're talking to hear themselves speak out their thoughts, to rearrange things in their mind, to make something clear that they wish to make in their head, to express their feelings. It's all about them. And this, in these days, is times 100 than it has ever been. I'll tell you why. You may have also noticed that people expect you to respond just like a social media comment on their post. So they expect you to respond with a like. People really do that. Notice it carefully, you'll see. Maybe you've already been noticing that, and this is like an articulation of what you've noticed already and didn't quite put words to it. These days, everyone is their own little Instagram influencer in their head. And when they speak, they expect the responses to be just yes. Some form of a yes to them, to uphold their status inside them. This is especially the case with females these days. You talk to just a female, you're having a conversation. First of all, likelihood is, if you're a male talking to a female, likelihood is that conversation is going to go downhill after a while. Do you know why it goes downhill? Because you as a male have an expectation, an emotional expectation, that she is interested in you, as in you, your life. What do you do? What do you like? What's your thing, right? What are your interests? What are you about? That's your emotional expectation. So you approach the conversation that way. She does not have that sense of fulfillment in her at all. There's nothing like that going on. So already there's a clash. You have a certain set of emotional need that is not really, if you can give up this expectation, you'll have such good interactions with other human beings. Do not expect them to be interested in you, because they are not. They really aren't. For males, you have a better chance of meeting other friends, males, who will show an interest in your life. If a female is interested in your life, I can tell you this right now, and you feel free to disagree in the comments below. Keep it intelligent though. Don't be a retard. If you're a male talking to a female and you're expecting her to be interested in you in your life, that is not going to happen. So give up that expectation. You will have a much better time with females. Okay? They'll love you more, you love them more. Your conversations will be will flow a lot better. As a male, as you're interacting with a female, she wants only one thing from you: a variation of well done. She wants that from you. Well done. A variation of that. Oh, really? Oh, that's really good. Oh, well done. That's all she wants. She doesn't want you to, she's not interested in you. She's not interested in what you have to say. She's not interested in your claims, statements, speeches, opinions, justifications, and philosophies. She's not. She's only interested in her own claims, statements, speeches, opinions, justifications, and philosophies. Okay? Just get that clear, and you'll be a happier person. Get that clear. This is not a reflection on male, female, females are so. It's not that. It's just the way it is. And these days, that is 100 times more due to the souls, the spirits of the average man have been totally consumed by the demon of social media, anti-social media. So now people are expecting real life interactions to mimic their brainwashing in the social media world. You understand? And this is causing people to just, I'm better off not talking to anyone these days. I'm better off not hanging out with anyone these days. And the males especially like, no, keep these women away from me. And the women are like, ooh, what do we do? What do we do? No. You gotta understand what's going on. She's never gonna be interested in you and your life. That's just not how it works. Secondly, as you say, a variation, your responses are a variation of well done, basically, yes, oh yes, oh yes. Don't make the mistake of expressing what you think, because she's not looking for that. People are not looking for that. People don't want that. They will ask you as if, and you can test it out. Go and have, conversations, see what happens when the blah blah is coming at you and questions are, so what do you think? Or some question, right? To solicit a response. It's not to solicit your response, it's to solicit a response so they can then have the next cycle of blah, 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 blah. And if you give your real opinion, what you actually think about it at that point, watch what happens, how quickly the conversation goes downhill from there. How there's a huge resistance. So at this point, I would suggest, if you want to have a good time with other humans, especially females and the opposite sexes, right? Then males, make it your habit to interact with some variation of well done energy. Okay? She's not interested in anything else. Secondly, what do? You can't just run away and hide in your bedroom all day, play video games, right? There's no good ending there. You must get out and interact. It is very important in this day and age. So if you are going to get out and interact, what do you do? What do you do? How do you interact with people who are only speaking to hear themselves talk? How do you make that time useful for yourself? You do what warriors do. You train in practicing the art of true listening. And you can do this right now. What do I mean by that? Let's verify it. You verify it right now. What does that mean? Take a nice deep breath in. And let it out in a relaxed, easy fashion. And now just listen to everything around you. Nice deep breath in, relax. You don't have to do a big deep breath, just relax. Stay in that deep listening mode. Now in this mode, simply imagine that someone is talking to you a very attractive woman or a very attractive man, or a rich man, for females, rich man, powerful man, whatever it is. And that you are in this space simply listening to them. Here there are no expectations. They should be interested also in me. Look how interested I am in them. No, you're just listening. Imagine you nod when there's a pause. You nod to let them know that you are there with them. And they're speaking to hear themselves talk, and it's all extremely boring. It's got nothing to do with you. But you know what? If you are in this deep state of listening, not just to that person, but to everything around you, alongside being with that person, what happens is that you're in a nice, alert and relaxed space within you, and automatically everyone's going to have a much better time than if you were not in this space. Plus, every time you are in a conversation, you drop in this space. Don't just become some kind of zombie. Very important. Nod. Respond. Yes, oh, I see. Oh, okay. Oh, well done. Well done for doing that. But you're just saying that. Inside, you're just... So it's an art to be able to engage in the world. Like right now, I'm making the video and talking to you. But I know every car that's passed in this road, the people who have talked to each other, I'm aware of everything. It is possible to do that. It is possible to have your awareness so masterful, or for you to be so practiced in an expanded awareness, a relaxed, alert, engaged awareness. From here, you engage with other humans and just watch the difference. And really, the important bit is make sure that you are giving them the signs. You know, humans nod, we smile, we make a joke or a comment, or express sympathy or empathy, or congratulate, or whatever the responses are, you do those. But inside, you stay rooted. You don't move from here. You listen. You're in listening mode. Relaxed and alert. It's a great practice to feel the palms of your hands, the tips of your fingers, soles of your feet, your breathing, your posture, as you listen to others speaking, as you engage with other human beings. It's a fantastic practice to do that. See if you can release tension. Don't have to be really like, just subtle. You're in your world training. This way, you're using that time. Everyone gets their way. The female gets to be right at all times. She goes away happy. You, as a male or female, you have just put in a very important repetition in your life. Every ending about these repetitions is a good ending. Wouldn't you agree? And I will say that every ending that is not about this repetition of listening is a bad ending. So you can see that it's very simple to choose what to do when you are with other human beings, especially with family members. So once you have a good practice and you want to give an exam, take an exam of yourself, how good am I at listening? Okay, then hang out with your family. That will be a different level of training. So now you know what to do when you are in the presence of others who speak to hear themselves talk. Give up the expectation of them being interested in you, because that is not going to happen. Secondly, make that time useful to you with this practice, and watch the quality of life change for you. On that note, leave in the comments below what you think of this video. I will see you in the next video. Walk in freedom. Farewell.